Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today we got some commentary going on, but today it's going to be a little bit different. Let me make sure that everything is going right on the streaming side of things. Alright, everything is okay there. So today it is only going to be the Guardians, unless if there is a really close game in the ninth. So we're going to have Astros Guardians already won out. Had to mess with the stream before I got it up, so let's go. Guardians versus Astros in Cleveland. Alright. If it wants to load here. Alvarez is the hitter. He has a 326 average going into tonight. And Messick is the pitcher on mound. And that will be a ball outside. 2-1 count now for Alvarez. And pitch by Messick. That will be called a strike. Alvarez will not challenge. That was a very close call. But it did look like a strike. Alvarez stepping out of the box right now. Correa was already out. First game of the night tonight. The pitch, that will be ball 3, way outside. All of Messick's pitches here have been outside so far. Alright, and the delivery. And that will be a chopper to second, throw to first, and Alvarez will be out. That is 2 outs now on the inning. Alvarez, Messick is really looking like he's just going to be throwing way to the outside. Or maybe way more to his right-hand side there. I mean, every single pitch was to the right-hand side besides Alvarez's chopper to second. That one was more down low. And pitch. And that will be strike 1, a swing and a miss. Ozzy sitting on third, ready for some action. Jose Altuve, 5'5", 281 average. And that will be up high for ball 1. Altuve, 23 games, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. This is his 1,999th game in the majors. That will be a swing and a miss on a curveball. Strike 2. Messick looking, accepts the pitch, and the delivery. That is popped up and back into the stands. Still a 1-2 count. Gotta adjust this a little bit here. Oh yeah, that was like max volume.
Now you create havoc.
And the pitch. And that is hit way off down the third base line. And some lucky fan today at Progressive Field just got a ball and gave it to their child. How heartwarming that is. Alright, Altuve ready. And that is again going to be hit down the third base line and goes foul.
Altuve playing in his 2000th career game tonight. He comes in 7th in the league in run scores. They held him without a hit last night, but that has been the exception.
Love how the third base just puts his hands up like I ain't touching that.
Well, he's so hard to get out because he can.
And the pitch. That will be a ball. Ump will not see it as a strike, even though it was a pretty okay framing job there.
But it's just down. And remember now, this ABS strike zone, it changes.
And the pitch. And that is strike 3, a swing and a miss. Messick's first strikeout of the day, I believe. I may be wrong about that. His second strikeout of the day. There we go. And he is ecstatic about that. Now, the question we have here is how is this Guardians hitting going to be? The only one averaging 300 going into tonight is Schneemann at 302. And no one is particularly close. I mean, there's Juan at 220, DeLauder at 219, although DeLauder's been hitting bombs. And Hosey at 230. He's just now starting to get his act together after about 25 games. Rocchio's batting an impressive 286, but we really don't care, do we? And then there's, Manzardo's batting awful. Valeria is batting a surprising 294. He's also not batting every game, though. And Martinez and Hedges kind of round out the 9.
Bet $10, get $365 in bonus bets.
Astros pitcher is going to be Weiss, 6.75 ERA, but that does not really matter this early into the season. I know that I just say that now, but I was criticizing the averages of the Guardians roster here. I'm just a Guardians fan. I should be wearing my little hat right now.
Always moving forward. We lead.
Toro lawnmowers can really go. I mean, I got one 1997. That thing's going to turn 30 years old next year.
Take a look at the starting lineup brought to you by Progressive for the
Yeah, we just looked at Cleveland's starting lineup. Juan, if you weren't averaging 220, I'd call you a great leadoff hitter right now. But you're averaging 220, I really can't call you a great leadoff hitter right now.
It's like the batting order's upside down right now. We're certainly not used to seeing that.
Alright, Wise with the pitch. And his opening delivery is going to be strike 1.
Stephen Kwan, 0 for 4 last night.
8 RBIs this season, though. Not bad. 23 games, okay. And that is going to be outside for ball 1, 1-1 count.
Talking about Stephen Kwan and his at-bats, and maybe being just slightly late at the plate. Just not really seeing
Kwan looking, and he's ready. And that is going to be almost in the dirt for ball 2.
Pulling the ball in the air to the right side of the field. I feel like that's where Stephen Kwan is at his best.
Looking, and the pitch.
Ryan Weiss.
That will be very high. Not exactly almost hitting Kwan, but close. 3-1 count now. This next pitch is going to have to be a strike from Weiss, and I don't think Kwan is going to swing. He does swing, never mind, and it will be a ground out to first. 1 down now. Kwan is sent away. Here comes Chase DeLauder.
The Houston Astros. This is an interesting young man here. He's look at the peripheral numbers there. The 6.75 ERA, just 14 of these pitched. Look at the walks. The walks are the key, but also look at the strikeouts. He has swing and miss stuff. It's a little different from what we saw out of Spencer Arrighetti. It's a little bit more of a short arm, meaning not as wide.
Weiss already ready. And that first pitch will be a strike. Strike 1 for DeLauder.
Chase DeLauder.
This DeLauder, 5 home runs in 21 games, 12 RBIs. And that will be outside for ball 1. On a nice changeup by Weiss. I'm really hoping we get to see Josh Hader today. I don't like the Astros, but I like Hader. And the pitch. And that's going to be inside. I'm sorry, well, inside the strike zone. Not inside, though, for strike 2. DeLauder, ready for the pitch. And it delivers. That is going to be a very short grounder. DeLauder didn't even start running until the pitcher was basically at the ball. That is going to be out number 3, and that will retire the side. Astros will be up next. Both sides retired in order. Both Astros will have Walker, Padres, and Smith up next. As I try and change my stream name. I'll have to stop and then start again. What is happening? Oh, that was 2 outs. I'm stupid. And Hosey. And that is going to be fouled off. Strike 1. How can I not count a 3 today? Hosey, 6 homers, 12 RBIs, has taken over Chase DeLauder as most homers on the team. And pitch. And that is chopped down the first base line. Strike two, 0-2 count. Ramirez already in a hole here for his first at-bat of the game. Weiss, the windup and the pitch. And Hosey will again send it down that first base line, almost hitting someone in the Astros dugout.
Go-to pitch for Ryan Weiss with 2 strikes.
Very stylish gloves by Jose Ramirez with the pink and yellow merging.
Okay, trying to get him in the heart of the plate. It's so much easier said than done.
And the pitch. That is going to be a base hit, the first one of the game. And Hosey will have a single. Jose Ramirez and the Guardians have gotten on base. That looked like a fastball, and Hosey slugged it into center right field. That got the crowd excited. Attendance today can't be more than 10 or 15,000 at the ballpark. Kyle Manzardo now up for the Guardians, batting an abysmal 182 average. 1 home run, 3 RBIs, 20 games. They got to start playing him in less games. Manzardo has been just not good. And trying to pick off Jose Ramirez, and he is not able to. 1 disengagement remaining.
A lot of yelling over here for a balk. Did you guys see anything that was different? Okay.
Alright, Hosey back to leading off. Manzardo on the 1-0 count. And pitch. And that is a swing and a miss for strike 1. After this inning, I am going to briefly pause my live stream and restart it so that we can have a true Guardians commentary here with a proper name. And that is outside for ball 2. 2-1 count now for Kyle Manzardo. Manzardo's got a killer mustache. I just wish that helped with him actually getting some hits. And pitch. And that is going to be high and outside for ball 3. 3-1 count now. Now is it going to be like Juan where he swings and before it becomes a full count, or is Manzardo going to let it go? In the AL, Ramirez leads the league in stolen bases. And that is ball 4. Kyle Manzardo is walked. Hosey takes his base to second, like he may have even stolen it. Alright, man at first and second in scoring position. Now here comes George Valera. Only 6 games, 5 hits and 17 at-bats and 3 RBIs for Valera. Weiss, ready. And the first offering is a ball outside. 1-0 count. Nice sweeper by Weiss. Valera, I've always loved his stance in the box. His stance has always been very beautiful with his... Oh, and that's going to be a hit. That is going to get through the shortstop. And Hosey is going to round third, and he is home. The Guardians are up 1-0. The Guardians have scored for the first time this game. On a grounder by Valera that somehow got past the shortstop. Hits the ground. Hosey had to dodge it. And Hosey came home. Now we have Valera on first. Manzardo on second. And we're going to have Daniel Schneemann, this team's second best batter as of right now, up to the mound. Or up to the box. Good on Hosey. Alright, let's see if Manzardo can crush one. I'm sorry, not Manzardo, Schneemann. I confused the two, even though they're polar opposites right now. Ooh, really nasty changeup for strike 1. We do not care about Bet365 betting odds. I don't know who does. And the pitch. And that is another changeup for strike 2. Why change what's working?
looks like a fastball in the zone that Daniel Schneemann loves to attack. He's going to have to get the ball up in the zone.
And I'm looking, and that is going to be hit foul down the third base line. Schneemann still at
See, this is nothing but a circle
a
change
0-2
here.
count.
See the ball, the seam's working down towards
That
home
changeup
plate.
is really working
Great
well
job
for
of keeping his
Weiss.
thumb and pointer finger on the inside part of that ball, allowing that ball to move downward.
And the pitch. Ooh, very high. Well, it started high, but it came down on the curve for ball one. This will be Weiss's 25th pitch right here, and we're not even out the first inning. And a pitch. Ooh, down the middle. That is going to be popped up and back.
Pretty good swing on that one. Now he's really going to have to hunt that top part of the strike zone here.
Schneemann getting back ready.
Chances he sees another changeup here pretty
Weiss
soon.
getting ready for his delivery. Catcher ready. And that is going to be strike three. Weiss strikes out Schneemann, and that is going to retire the side. Now for real. Wow, to think we got a run after going down